Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I want to go over 10 tips that hopefully will change your life. These 10 tips are an overview of my whole channel, what my channel represents, and I'm hoping that you will subscribe. But if you don't subscribe, at least you'll get 10 good tips. On my channel, I talk a lot about product reviews, innovative products, and my two favorite products of all time are my cordless vacuum. After you're done eating, everybody knows food falls on the floor when you're cooking. Or if you have a cat litter gets everywhere and you just want to quickly vacuum things up. And a cordless vacuum is great because it works on hard floors and also carpet. And so this product changed my life. Put it on your Christmas list or your birthday list because I'm telling you, it is one of the best products of all time. And the second product that changed my life is this remote control outlet, which is only $20. Basically, with this remote control outlet, I can turn all my lights on all at once, or I can turn them all off at once, or I can turn on the individual lights that it's connected to on and off by themselves. And I can do this sitting on my couch or sitting in my bed without even moving a muscle almost. And so this is one of my favorite products of all time. It works great for everyone and I wish more people knew about it because it really changes your life. My number one finance tip is to utilize the freezer to the best of its ability. And so almost everything that's expensive to buy at the store, you can put it in the freezer to prolong its life. Any meat, any dairy, certain non-dairy products, non-dairy milks and cheeses also can be stored in the freezer. Also soups and leftovers from the crock pot, almost everything can be stored in the freezer. So before you throw something out next time, definitely check online and see how to store it, and this one tip will save you a ton of money. My second finance tip is to use only 1 or 2 credit cards, and to use a credit card that has 2% cash back, not 1% and not 1.5%. There's 2 credit cards that use 2% cash back and I have it in the down bar so you can check that out. One of my favorite tips is to use command strips for everything. And so what I did with this remote control is I put a command strip, a velcro command strip on the back, and then I put it behind my end table on my couch so I can just reach over and hit it without using a drawer, taking out of a drawer, or without keeping it on top of the end table, taking up precious space. And you know, as a minimalist, we like to be able to keep all the surfaces clear so that everything is easy to wipe down. And keeping surfaces clear really changes your life. It cuts down your workload by half, I would say. Putting Velcro strips on the back here, you can always take it off because this isn't permanent. My channel covers minimalism a lot, and my number one minimalism tip that you can put into use right now today is to take off the labels of as many things as possible. And I don't have any label removers. Some people use Glue Gun or things like that to take off labels. If the label doesn't come off easily, I don't bother. But if the label comes off the cleaner or the night cream easily, like it did on this night cream, then I definitely take it off because our brains process words. When we see words, we process it. We can't stop ourselves from thinking, and we can't stop ourselves from reading words when we see them. So therefore, you want to take off all the labels as much as possible, and it gives it a very nice aesthetic. I've even gone a step further and bought bottle dispensers for my bathroom, and so there are no bottles and no labels on the corner of the tub. It really changes your life. And also I took all of my pills out of their cases and I put them in this pill organizer because I didn't have that many pills. And in my notebook I wrote down everything that is relevant, the dosage amount, or for instance when things expire. And because I don't take pills regularly, this is a really good solution, and it's very compact. And taking things out of their container is a good tip in general, and I recommend doing that especially in the pantry, taking things out of their containers and just storing them in little containers compactly. And the same thing with, for instance, Crest white strips. It comes in a huge box when it's only a very little product, and you don't want to keep things in their boxes because they take so much more space. So you want to condense the relevant information if possible, if there is any relevant information, and you want to debox everything as soon as possible. You'll save so much space. My next 2 tips are beauty tips, and my number one beauty tip is to use eye drops. And you can see I took the label off here, but I like to use eye drops before I do my makeup because there's nothing better than having bright white eyes for your makeup look. As well as I take these on when I travel because a lot of times when we get on airplanes our eyes get really red and you want to look awake and lively even if you just gotten off a 5-hour flight. And then my second biggest beauty tip is to get this $2 e.l.f. eyebrow gel. And if you have lots of stray flyaway hairs like I do, or your daughter does, just grab the eyebrow side and pull it out like that, and then just put it over the flyaways and it works like gel. I'm telling you, this really works, and it's only $2. You can really use any eyebrow gel. So if you deal with flyaway hairs, that is one tip that will really change your life. Versatility is king for a minimalist, and my favorite versatile product is this clear brush. And this clear brush is great. All of us have stuff that gets stuck to the floor or the walls or the counters, especially in the kitchen, and you just want to scrub it off. Well, this brush has really tough bristles, so you can scrape things off. It works way better than a razor, and it is also way more versatile than a razor because you can use it for grout and also to clean sinks. It is the #1 brush. One of my favorite products of all time is this Casabella clear grout brush. There's a bird in my front yard who's singing at the top of his lungs. It's not exactly with the program here. The show will go on. My next tip is a health tip, and my #1 health tip is just to stick with water as best as possible. It will save you so much money. So that's really a finance and a health tip. But my favorite health tip is to pare down your condiments. So I have a video on my 10 condiment challenge, and it is one of my top blog posts of all time, and I'm telling you, it will change your life. Try to get creative. Instead of having honey and syrup and jam, try to stick with just one, like honey. And instead of having multiple dressings, try to stick with just one dressing. And also read the labels and make sure that you're eating stuff that you want to be eating in the first place. The reason why you should pare down your condiments is it not only saves money, but all your condiments stay really fresh because you go through them quickly, so they don't expire and they stay fresh, so you're getting a great product. And so my recommendation is to go into your fridge door right now and just throw out all the ones that are expired or all the ones you don't eat anyway, and then start over. If you have more than 10 condiments after that, just go ahead and hide the ones that you're not sure about, and I guarantee you, you'll not even miss them. Now, if you have kids and a spouse, you have to have a little bit more than everybody else, and that's okay too. Make it the 15 condiment challenge or something like that. Anything that's a challenge for you, just do that. My last 2 tips are DIY tips, and these are my favorite of all my DIY projects, and they're very simple. And so I was trying to cover my cord box, and I just didn't know what to do. I wanted something that was functional and easy to do. And so I have this scarf that I never use, but I love the look of the scarf. What I went ahead and did is put pins on this scarf above the cord box and pinned it to the wall so that I can easily just pull it up, and voila, there's the cord box. I can easily access it if I need to, which is very rare. You can also use nails if you don't have pins. And then my second favorite DIY project is I reuse these puff pack bags. So these puff packs had Kleenex in them, and when I used all the Kleenex, I went ahead and used these as Ziploc bag dispensers. And so I used my Velcro command strips, and I put 1 long strip at the top and 2 long strips on either side, and then I put them into my pantry. I also use these Velcro strips to put my magnetic shopping board on the pantry door. So I'll show you that in just a second. But if you do not have puff pack bags, you can also use the box that it came in and just put Velcro strips on the back. And if you don't like the way your box looks, you can also cover it with paper or wrapping paper or wallpaper, and then put Velcro strips on the back and keep it to the wall like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Velcro strips on and show you the after. It is really amazing, and I hope you'll give this tip a try. I like to keep my tips as simple as possible, so I hope you got a few that you can use right now today, and I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel so that I can see you next Sunday.